Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. Welcome back to Smogley, where there has been a few little changes. So we have now finally researched the head office so that we can start working on these turtle heads, and we are now researching X-ray. So that we can have better diagnostic rooms, which I think will be really, really fantastic. And I've been looking at the illnesses that we have coming in, and I quite like the idea of building an injection room because we're getting multiple illnesses in for there. It makes okay money, and it's quite cheap and easy to set up. So I think we're going to build an injection room. We employed a nurse here, Camilla, who's going to be our nurse who works in the injection room. So what we're going to do is build it so that we can start earning money on it. And you can see here it's 15,000 instead of 30,000 as well. So it's going to be a nice little one to start earning some money on. It's a 3x3 room. I'm hoping we might be able to squeeze it in somewhere. Look. Going to squeeze it in here, I think, just to see us through. And what we can do is we can move these maybe to there. Just opening up that corridor a little bit. So there we are. Actually, should we put these food things somewhere else? Because I'm going to want some benches there, so I think we might just do something weird like this. They might have to do like that for now. We could make them... Might do that for now. So that we can get some bennies down here. Just like this. Looks like they're cold here, doesn't it? She had a little cold icon. Oh my goodness, they are cold here. Should we pop that down? That helps. There we go. Excellent. And that should just help bring it in. Oh my goodness. Right. This is getting out of control. We're up to level 5 now with 1 GP, and we don't even have a GP running it. And they're on break. It's not going well, is it? So let's see how many we can get out of this queue. Typical you. We could really do with having a GP specifically for here. You, I'd really like some treatment. There we go. You could go for treatment. Oh dear, you're in there also. Fine. Shall we send you? Hurt your leg. You need to go home. He's almost out. 75 is quite low. I'm just seeing if we can get some people out of that queue. Reorder them a little bit. Excellent. We really want a GP. It's getting quite desperate. So I'm hoping that we can start trying to bring some money in here so we can build the head office. We're not quite ready to build it yet. The thing is that I think we'll be able to get head office hopefully in here, but we really do need to look at buying a new building, particularly if we're going to try and look at surgery, because we've got our surgeon, we've got our treatment nurse, you know, so even if we were just starting to do a couple of surgeries, that would help. It makes the hospital dirty. We don't want Sammy, do we? You know, that would help indeed. There we go. We can upgrade the Jab Master. Should we do it? think we'll do it. Upgrade that Jab Master. And see how we get along. How big is the head office? Shall we have a look? Because it's not even going to let us. It is a 4x4 because I got a feeling this space is, yeah. So we are going to have to, I think,
Pocket watches are
unless
a thing of the past.
we edit this room.
Now is the time for rocket watches. Bungle rocket watches fly around your
There.
head so you can
Then we can
always
squeeze
tell
it
the
in this
time.
corner maybe? No, because it will block this doorway.
Buy
It
a
won't let me.
Bungle rocket watch today
It's not going to let
and
me.
watch time fly.
Yeah. Yeah, won't let us.
More 2 point, more often.
It looks like we will have to buy a new building before we can actually build the head office. Okay. Well, that's 35 grand. It's a treatment, you see, and I like the idea of having treatments near the helipad. And if we're going to be getting a new building, we're going to need to put toilets in it and a staff room. It's a problem. It is a problem. It might be easier to actually take out a loan. Easier just because it means that we can do it sooner rather than later. I think if I was playing on my own and not recording it, I would probably just wait until I had the money. But I think because I am recording it, we will take out the loan and get it done. I think is what we're going to do. Because the surgeries are starting to pop up more and more as well now. So if we were going to... oh look, it's the first time we've opened loans. So 50,000 wouldn't get us very far, would it? It wouldn't get us very far at all. Bearing in mind that the building is 35,000. And then head office is 30,000. So 65 in itself. We will 76% sure. Send for treatment. We'll take a risk on it. We'll take a risk on it. And here we... Oh. I said send for treatment. Send you home. So we are starting to get further diagnosis. Oh, that changed to who I was moving. Further diagnosis is starting to crop up. That doesn't seem to be sending them for treatment for some reason. So it'll be good getting that x-ray sorted out for them at a later date. We really need to get GPs. Unhygienic and nausea-inducing. I mean, it's just awful. Tires easily. Wants more frequent breaks. It's just bad. I can't get any decent doctors at all. I'm probably going to have to take her. But I really don't want to. I'm a little bit loath to do it. And this is expensive as well. That's 15,000. But we're going to need... We need a GP. We need more than one, really. But I think, you know, we're pushing it, trying to get one at the moment. 74. That doesn't send them for treatment. I don't... Oh, we can't do them either. We need more than one GP. Because look at all these new patients coming in. Definitely need more than one GP. It's hard to know the best way to do this. Do we want to take out the loan or not? It makes me nervous taking out the loan. It does. Look. We can't cover our overheads as it is. If we take out the loan, we run at much larger overheads. Which makes me nervous. Makes me very, very nervous. if I did take a whopping great big loan, we would have Turtlehead going. And that's it. That's all that we would get out of it, you know. If we took a loan for 100,000, I'd spend 65, well more than that really, getting Turtlehead going, because I'd have to buy this building, build Turtlehead, we'd need toilets and a staff room over there. Potentially have to employ somebody. And then we've got 4,500 going out every month. And I'm not convinced that Turtlehead would cover it. Or that expense, do you know what I mean? I'm just not sure that it would. So it makes me very, very nervous to build it in a new building. I'd rather try and get it in this building. This is a much more sensible idea, trying to get it in this building. So let's see, if we move this radiator around here, let's pick up this machine, stick it there, move this bin to there. Can we squeeze a room? Even if it's training. Oh, she's in the middle of training. Can we squeeze a room in here? What kind of space do we have here? 3 by 3. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I suppose we could move the injection room into the center. Maybe like that. Maybe we could move that there. Then move this here.
It's happening again.
Okay. I don't think we can afford a... Oh, we can just afford a little notice boards. And then pop that back over here. And now we can fit in Turtlehead here, and I think that's going to be for the best for now. I think this will be the sensible way to go about it. Look at the queue here. So desperate for decent staff. It can be very difficult as well when you've got lots of people in the queue to actually order them
2-point radio.
in a decent order.
Is there any more stirring sight than watching one-eyed Wallace, our venerable old lighthouse, casting its wondering and luminescent gaze upon the sea? So it is to Wallace I dedicate this delightful little piece of music.
Now, for now, they can share the duties of the GP office, I think, is what's going to have to happen here. So that there's always somebody in it. One okay, one terrible for it. But at least it means there'll always be somebody in there.
Please run for your lives.
Which I think is probably fairly sensible. Given our tough sticky patch that we are going through here. What is this? No, no, no. Definitely not. And I could send loads of people away here to reduce this queue, but at the same time I'm trying to get as much money out of all of them as possible. Don't want to send them away, but you know, occasionally, look, I see them with 100%. It seems like we should send them for treatment. But I don't want to send these other people home at the moment if I can avoid it. Just so that I can rinse them for every penny. We could put prices up, but it could reduce the amount of people that come in. Mind you, lots of people would say that's a good thing. We'll give it a go. It will slow down at the rate at which we gain reputation, which I suppose would be nice because it will slow down the patient arrival rate. that's a different person. But you do run the risk of somebody being treated and not paying for it. Even at 10%, I've noticed. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. She doesn't have stuff to idle with in this room, which is a bit problematic. And it could also do with a fire extinguisher. There is a radiator in there. How warm are you? Looks like it's on the low side. You're not too bad. Okay. Let's pop in the bits that you need so that your idling time is not so unpleasant. Oops.
Imminent.
There we go. Oh. It's award time. Do you know, we got more than I thought we would, to be honest. It's not the Jam Master I want to select. And we need to give her this. There we go. You need to go home. Okay.
You have doubtlessly had many anxious moments wondering whether you have placed your apostrophes correctly. Here is a simple grammar guide to help you through such torment. Try communicating through drawings. They may be more adequate to your intellectual level.
Right. Our bills will probably go out and destroy that. Is he out? He is out. They're done. So they're going to send them to fluid analysis. It's not massively necessary. We could just send them home because I can't cure it. But at the same time, it's money in the bank. It's harsh, but it's true. You know. Still no decent GPs to be had.
Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
I think they might be the lowest now. And there was another low one down here. Okay. They're getting cold here again, so I've obviously done something. Indeed I have. It was here, wasn't it? Now it's getting a bit warm. What's that like? That's not so bad.
In research.
So what's going on with you? Okay. Right, I think we're getting close to being able to afford I'm just going to send them home because if I send them for treatment, it doesn't seem to do it particularly well. So I think we'll just send them home. No. Let's have a look at our janitors. Let's see here. And how much do we pay? Oops. Them. 13. And I like them, but then we wouldn't have a ghost catcher, which is problematic. So I suppose we better leave it, to be honest. It's going okay. It's it is a slow process at the moment. If we build the head office, we're going to plunge into the red. But do you know what? I think we might do it. But it's 30,000, isn't it? 30,000. So it might be that when we get 30,000, if we can get there before the end of the month and the bills go out, I think we'll pause it, quickly build it, and then let ourselves go into the red. Just so that we can start treating those with turtle head. I think that might be nice. I think that might be nice to do. No, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. It wasn't possible. And do I want to take out a loan for 50,000? I'm not sure that I do, because I'm concerned about this overhead that I'm not sure if we'd be able to cover it. I'm just not sure that we'd be able to cover it. Still not happy with this. I mean, who would be? Let's be honest, who would be happy with this? I know.
Time for a call-in, and today's subject is, oh goody,
It's a slow
some
start, but
upcoming
you've all been saying that you want to see what it, you know, how slow it can be, and I think it's important to get the foundation right. We're not quite there yet. And I just don't like loans. A turtle head has a better chance of covering a 50,000 loan. I mean, that's true. But if I took it out, it would just be to expedite this situation. And we would run the risk of getting into big trouble. I'm not sure I want to run that risk. No. Turtlehead, I think, is a treatment doctor.
Green sock, medium to large hole.
I think it is a doctor, isn't it? So we would have to employ him. Yeah. To work it. So we've got our staff member to now work the room. So that's good. Found a decent treatment doctor to work it. Let's move you to the top of the queue. The surgeon's working in there at the moment, which is the worst way for that to go. So what we might do is do that, because they are better. What are you doing? Don't look for work. Can you work in there, please? Thank you. Because you're better at this. So I would rather it was you. Because that other lady's going to be causing queues. Yes, she is. See, look at our overheads. Look, we lost 8,500. If we were to take out a loan, we'd be like losing 10 grand a month. And I'm not sure I want it. So I think what it might be is that this has been quite a slow episode, hasn't it? I think what we might do is, again, I'm going to wait to save the money and build the turtle head department, and then we'll come back. I think that's going to be the best thing to do.
If you see anything suspicious, please investigate further.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my SHIZWAH. See you next time, peeps.